Hi guys, I'm Sarah.
I'm Christine from Glow Recipe.
Today we're going to help demystify what everyone was still confused about, which is what's an essence and how is it different from an ampoule and a serum?
We hear these terms thrown around so much. We're not surprised at all that it's confusing. It gets confusing for us too.
Yeah, we get it. It's not easy because they're all treatments. They're good for your skin, but do you need all of them or do you need to layer one on top of another?
Right.
These are all the questions that we're getting every single day.
All right, so let's start off with serums. We're more familiar with serums. It's the treatment step that's more concentrated. It's designed to sink into your skin right before your moisturizer. So usually you apply your serum after cleansing and toning, and then you use your treatment step, and then you seal everything in with a moisturizer.
So traditional serum used to be a little bit greasier than an essence, a little bit thicker in terms of consistency and texture, but very, very effective because it's highly concentrated with anti-aging or hydrating benefits. And then now, this really evolved and we now have essences that are all coming from Korea, and now it's a huge category globally because every brand now has an essence. An essence is essentially a modern serum. It has a lightweight texture, but it's as concentrated as a serum.
So why did they start using the term essences in Korea?
So essence is an English word that was used in Korea, in the Korean language, as the treatment because people understood it as the essential step of the skincare routine, which is very interesting. So why are essences such lightweight and lighter in texture?
So in Korea, women do tend to layer a little bit more than they do anywhere else, and because of that, a lot of the formulations are very watery and lightweight, which is great when you're layering a serum or essence on top of before a moisturizer.
It also helps to quickly absorb the product into your skin, which is why it's a great way to prep your skin for the next moisturizer step.
So do you need to layer both an essence and a serum?
You could, but we often recommend that you use one or the other because you don't need to layer too many products if the product itself is very effective and highly concentrated anyway. If you have oily or combination skin type, we highly recommend that you use an essence, which is a lighter weight texture, and then use a lightweight gel moisturizer on top of it.
Good tip. And then the last treatment we want to share with you today are ampoules.
Ampoules are, it looks really small, but yeah, what is an ampoule?
So an ampoule is essentially what we call a serum on steroids. It's super, super concentrated. It is your boot camp for skin. So these are really versatile because you can either use them as your treatment step if you want, but you can also, on top of your skincare routine, use this as a 2 or 3 week program to really kickstart and rev up your skincare routine so that skin looks more glowy and dewy afterwards.
Also, it's actually a skin softening treatment, which is a different way of using the treatment. So if you want to have a very strong anti-aging benefit from your treatment essence or a serum, then use an ampoule beforehand so that it softens your skin and preps it for the next layer to be super effective.
So basically a booster.
Exactly, a booster. And you could use it to mix with your moisturizer. Personally, I like to mix it with my foundation because it gives that little boost of glow or radiance at the end of your final touch.
So how are all of these treatments different from your typical moisturizer?
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways you can tell how they're different. One, a lot of them are in these dropper formats. Also, you can look at the ingredient list. That's actually what we first do when we look at a product. You turn it around, you look at the ingredient list. A lot of the pure and cleaner ones have a very high concentration of a botanical extract or flower extract. For example, let's look at artichoke power essence. This one has over 60% of artichoke extract in the entire formula. So imagine putting that all over your face. It's got to be effective, right?
And then this one has 90% tea tree and
90%.
50% propolis extract, which is also known as bee glue.
Yeah, so the way to find what's great for your skin type is first identify what your skin need is, and then look for the ingredients that could work for that specific skin type.
All right, thank you so much, guys. And we hope this really helped to clear up what essences versus serums versus ampoules are. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Glow Recipe.
And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Get your glow on!
To emulsify, you'll notice that your cleansing oil becomes kind of this milky texture. And that means that it is cleansing and also